Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show. Talk about the X's and O's. Talk and break down for the success of each team.
Slow your roll.
Whether he has something to do with it or not, we are adding that to the clock.
No team gonna freaking run the ball like that. That's challenging your manhood.
Not too much.
People still remember that.
So look, I don't need to hear anything from you, Mike.
It's been a crazy week for college football.
They value seniority.
When they're looking at the schedule, that's a tough schedule. Go beat everyone.
You already know.
Let's go.
You already know.
Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show, hosted by your very own Cleveland Mike, aka 216 Wild Boy. Also hosted by EG, who cannot be with us today. And you got Truther at I Know Things 19, and produced by your very own Walt K motherfucking Disney. What's going on, folks? How y'all feeling? How was the weekend?
What's good?
What up?
We didn't take an L this weekend, so I'm happy. Look.
You're right, man. Hey, that's definitely good to hear. And while we got y'all here, make sure you hitting that like and subscribe button. We coming at you every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. If you're on the Central time, that's 6:30. All right. Now I'll tell you guys, my weekend was amazing, man. I hung out at Jerry's World, Arkansas, Texas A&M tailgate. I was out there, representing the Fans Edge and Best Damn Media. We was out there interviewing folks, man. So, we'll be trying to come with a lot more of that type of content, interviewing people at tailgates, different things like that. I do need to get a mic and stuff that actually works, but, it was a fun time. I liked it. It's something that I want to do a whole lot more. And if you missed that, make sure you catch it on Saturdays for our pregame. Screw game day, all the pageantry of college game day and all that. Right here, Best Damn Media. This is where you should be every Saturday morning.
Oh, yes, for sure. Mike, I know it wasn't the greatest game that, as a Razorback fan, that, for them and Jerry's World, but we're going to get into some SEC news. Speaking of the SEC, Kirby Smart. I don't know if y'all seen what he said recently, but he talks about how he's not caught up in which teams might be ranked and the trending in the good direction. He said it's irrelevant. And from his point of view, every SEC team could or even should be ranked in his eyes. So he goes to say, I personally think every SEC team should be ranked. I can guarantee you there are some teams that don't want to play them that are ranked. So I literally have no idea what you're referencing, because every team we play in the SEC is good enough to beat us, and whether they're ranked or not, he could care less. So Mike, well, for me, the SEC, it just means more. So Mike, what are your thoughts on this?
Oh, I think that Kirby is setting the stage, man. He's setting the stage, talking about, anybody in the SEC. Hey, shout out to my guy C-Ball. Wah. But as I was saying, Kirby Smart, man, he's setting the stage for if they lose, right? If they lose to anybody, he's saying they should be ranked. He's trying to do the whole SEC is dominant and everything, because he know his team does not look like his look for the past 2 years. To sit here and say that you guarantee that there are some teams that don't want to play them that are ranked, I really kind of wish he would name those teams, right? Because Disney, Texas got to win, and they're at number 3. What other ranked team do you think not want to play them? FSU. Don't they got to win against a SEC team? Utah, ain't they ranked? They got to win against the SEC team. And then you could talk about a team like UNLV. You think that, Kirby, you're telling me every team in the SEC should be ranked a 2 and 4 Vandy? Make it make sense.
Definitely don't agree with him on that. Definitely not going to, especially when you include Vandy in the conversation, maybe Missouri on top of that.
Arkansas losing to BYU.
Arkansas, BYU. I mean, it's just some of those teams should not even be in the conversation on that. I might have to put it out there and say South Carolina too. So,
I
Cam, what you
mean,
got?
I just feel like he can't be talking about the middle of the pack SEC. Like, he's got to be referring to like good on good from conference for conference. And I'm looking around the nation. I'm just like, Texas beat Bama, like Mike said. LSU been on a hub by FSU. That's another heavy hitter in your conference that's won a national title that y'all love to let everybody know about. I don't really understand like what he's trying to say. What was the purpose of that? Because I know that you was a field goal away from not having a natty because of us, and we was a super incomplete team that year. We're ranked in the hundreds in man coverage, and we lost because of man coverage and man beaters from your team, and we lost by 1 point. So I mean, Mike, who's scared to play Georgia? Penn State, Michigan.
Nobody.
Ohio State, Oregon, Washington. I bet you, like, we all seen their offense and shit, bro. Like, I bet there are teams that are foaming at the mouth for a chance to get an elite offense against that Georgia defense. That it's not as violent or talented as we've seen in the past. So I don't know, man. Kirby just chatting, bro.
I mean, he has to be. You're talking about a 7-point win against Auburn, right? A 7-point win against Auburn, and then you squeak out a 10-point win against South Carolina, who got put on the hub by North Carolina.
Did they cover against Ball State? I don't think they did.
I mean, it was 45-3, but they don't look like the same team. What about SEC is scary? And then hold on, because I gotta say this, because I made a post that's going crazy on Twitter. Go on my profile, y'all can check it out, right? I made a post talking about Kirby acting like people scared of him, and they're like, well, he never used the word scared. Maybe he means that those teams aren't ready. If someone told you after school, meet me outside in the parking lot to fight, and you don't show up, are you scared or are you just not ready? You scared. So let's not try to spin this and all of this crap. He trying to say niggas scared, and niggas ain't scared because niggas already done whooped y'all ass. Look at all them goddamn teams. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 teams that done spanked the SEC.
Also, he could be doing a little bit of, hyping it up because his schedule is absolutely Glock Dookie, and no one respects that shit. And they're trying to set up the precedence of them possibly losing a game against a team, quote unquote, they're not supposed to lose to, like a Kentucky, like a Mizzou, mind you, who are all undefeated in the SEC East and looking great right now. So maybe he's talking about those teams that are better than we've normally assumed they'd be, and he's trying to set the precedence like, hey, we're about to go through this gauntlet in the SEC East, and he's trying to prop up Mizzou and all them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, bro, the word, like you said, the word that we're trying to grasp was that scared word. Like, nobody's scared of y'all niggas. Like, that ain't the case. Like, nobody wants to not play you in the SEC. Motherfuckers actually been begging to play out. Actually, motherfuckers been begging to have a home with the SEC to come up north, but y'all don't want to come up north because every time the Big Ten try to schedule with y'all want to do a neutral site game and split the funds. So we like, fuck it. We're going to go out west and we're going to go to the Big 12 with it. So
Auburn got put on the hub up north.
LSU did too, 2016 against Wisconsin and Green Bay.
Like,
they
scared of what? Scared of what?
Georgia did come up north to Notre Dame and almost lost. So that was one time they did come up north. They came up north to Notre Dame. Was in a fucking blender.
That was when Notre Dame wasn't even really that good.
Hey man, you said it, man.
They better now than they were then.
So I don't know, man. Kirby, quit chatting, man. You giving me Dabo vibes, and I don't like that. I liked you. You starting to give me Dabo vibes. I don't like that, man.
Not Dabo vibes.
Doing all that extra shit for some motivation. Y'all at the top of the globe. See, shit like this is when we see if Kirby's really of the Nick Saban's cloth and all that, because they at the top. There's nowhere left to go except for to maintain it. And now you're starting to do all these little antics. Like, I guess, bro. We'll see.
Yeah,
they definitely got a soft schedule. So We'll see.
Soft.
Kirby can talk that.
Soft as tissue
now.
paper.
Soft.
As the Natty Champs, I mean, Kirby can. He's allowed to say what he wants to say. So we'll see. But some of these SEC teams we have not heard from and are making an appearance in the top 25 this year. So it's really interesting to see how the rest of their season go. We do have some notable matchups later on this season. Florida will play Florida State. Kentucky will play Louisville. Georgia, again, they have a trash schedule. They'll play Georgia Tech later. Auburn plays New Mexico. So out of those, I really see, I mean, Florida will definitely probably fall to Florida State, and we'll see how Kentucky and Louisville go later on this season. So,
hey, man, we got that poll. Hit that poll up in the chat. Are you scared of the SEC? Let's be fucking for real, bro.
What I really would like to see is the SEC and a Pac-12 matchup. Just to, if Georgia would take on a Pac-12 team, that could be major. So,
bro,
if they ever decide to let someone come in, like you said, Kim, let someone come in and go somewhere.
I ain't gonna lie. Pac-12 look all right this year because they got the best quarterback play. So I think that's why we're just seeing it's the perception of they're playing better ball, they're playing good ball out there. They got a lot of offenses that's humming, a lot of quarterbacks that's on beat. A lot of older quarterbacks are out there. So I don't know, man. I don't know if a lot of people are equipped to handle elite quarterback play this year, especially what we've seen from the defenses. But I know my team is ready to go. So
you know what would have been my follow-up question if I was that reporter when he said that?
What?
So do you think that Oregon's scared? Because I bet you they want their rematch. I bet you Oregon want all the smoke. So before you start talking, you should think before you start talking, because I guarantee you, Bo Nix and Oregon and Dan Lannon, they want all that fucking smoke.
True.
I can see Oregon running right through Georgia.
Right through Georgia.
I mean, and fuck Oregon, like Ohio State, nigga. Like as soon as that game was over, we was like, we want that smoke again next year.
We did.
Because we knew our defense was gonna be better. Our defense is worlds better. And it's crazy because we haven't really played the opponent that we want to, so they say, Notre Dame. To really show that literally the only thing that stopped us from getting national titles is because our secondary was so fucking ass. And now we have that secondary. So why would we want to play against Carson fucking Beck? Like, why would we not want to line up with Carson Beck and Ladd McConkey? Like, make it make sense, bro. Like, fuck out of here.
Here's the thing. Like, I understand when the SEC had their dominance and shit, right? Or whatever. But, and if you want to talk about who won the national championships and all of that, cool. But when you talk about team for team, lining this stuff up, one thing that I realized one thing SEC fans don't want to do is talk about the on-field results, because they'd be like, Ohio State in the Big Ten, y'all don't play nobody. Then why does Minnesota and Purdue got wins against SEC teams? Nobody's scared of these niggas. Like, their dominance is not really there like that, bro. Like, y'all really had it. There was this SEC speed and shit or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I seen Utah turn on the burners on Florida. Woo. You want to bring up blue chip ratio, but you can't just bring up blue chip ratio. I got people on Twitter talking blue chip ratio. What about the development? How did the blue chip ratio help all these SEC teams with their L? They skip development. Coaching matters. It matters.
Mike, we saw a team with a 20% blue chip ratio, which is absolutely abysmal, make it to a national title game. They won a playoff game.
Coaching matters. Damn, they beat a team who Jim Harbaugh said about 20 people about to go in the NFL draft. That's what TCU beat.
That's what they told us, bro. So I don't know, man. So what does a blue chip ratio mean if you can go to a natty with only 20%? So hey, shout out my nigga Gucci.
Crazy. They saying OSU looking vulnerable too.
OSU only looks vulnerable because of three positions. The center position It's not consistent. And that's what's really fucking up our run game, because if our center doesn't know where he needs to block, I know he's not calling out the protections correctly. And then I know the quarterback don't know what the fuck is going on. So that's another issue that I think is going on with our run game. Number 2, Kyle needs to make those throws. He's not seeing the field as quickly as he wants to. But I think if we shore up those two issues, and I'm not even going to bring up the third, which is our linebacker play, has not been as up to par of what we want to see, because everybody's telling me Tommy Eichenberg's a Heisman on it. But
shout out Ryan.
Yeah, shout out my nigga Ryan. But if we can get, and what was the main things that I highlighted about our struggles in camp that we've been hearing, how we have the unique combination of a brand new center and a brand new quarterback. That is very, very detrimental to our offense if both of those positions are not clicking at the same time. So we watched the all 22. We know what's going on. So we need to latch, they need to know when to get on a double team, they need to know when to climb, and Kyle just gotta fucking make the throws, bro. Like, we're not even asking him to be extraordinary. We just want you to make the throws that are there, bro. Like,
hold on. Here's the real answer, or the real thing. What team in college football this year has looked dominant?
Washington.
No, they have not. Their defense, their defense is definitely suspect.
But we know elite offense wins natties.
We know what offenses can do, but like I said, it's not dominant, because they haven't played a team who can really play defense yet when you look at the numbers, and I'm waiting to see that shit. I need to see that. So
wait, we got one. Miami.
Has Miami looked dominant?
Did you know
Grant? I mean, I don't know about Miami looking dominant, bro. What is going on?
This funny as hell for that. Talking about
I wouldn't say dominant. No.
Mike, can I read these off for you, bro?
Yeah.
56-19 against Boise State, 43-10 against Tulsa, 41-7 against Michigan State, 59-32 against California, and Washington, they was in a dogfight. So, okay. I mean, Arizona. Arizona.
So one of them teams got a defense and the rest of them don't, right?
I mean.
And I was the one that they was in a dogfight with.
I mean, but that's fine.
Who's really not good?
The question was who looks the most dominant, right? Who looks dominant, right?
They don't look dominant. You just said they was in a
dogfight.
I'm
saying if you comparing. Okay. I mean, everybody.
Okay, if you who so what you're saying is Washington would be your number one team in the Campo.
Damn near.
Oh wow!
Damn near.
Oh shit!
Okay. Oh wait.
Mind you. Wait, bro. Right now, if I took my Buckeye goggles off, I don't think they're better than Ohio State. Or I don't think they're the best team, but if I was to go right now, I think they have a case, bro, because they've been going, bro.
I feel you.
And they have that factor of like they have a quarterback that's gonna fucking do the shit.
I feel you.
That matters,
and then here's the thing, man, because you don't want to look your best right now. Right now is not when you want to look your best. You want to be at your best in November, late October, in November. That's when you need to be at your best, and that's when all the teams need to be at their best. So I don't think no team looks dominant right now. Oregon looks dominant. I don't know. I still need to see. Are them two on the schedule to play each other this year?
They're rivals. They're the biggest. They're each other's biggest
that's rivals. Right. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see who dominant. We're gonna see who dominant and who a fraud. I can't wait.
I can't rock with him on a Texas shit, man.
Yeah, I was just about to click on that. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if I could rock with the Texas shit. I saw them look woozy a couple times.
Oh, you talking about the Wyoming?
Yeah, they look like they tried to get a push, and like Wyoming was just like nah. And then like
I heard that they was playing.
The talent took over. Like I don't know, man.
I don't know. Somebody from a Texas fan said people didn't realize that Texas was playing scrubs and not and kind of resting the starters and stuff is kind of what I heard. Wow. So I mean, shit. I mean, if that's actually what happened in that Wyoming game, hell yeah. Chris, you right. I give it to Texas.
Mhm.
They said the Pac-12 going to end up beating each other like they always do. So
Here's the thing: most conferences do. That's the thing that nobody ever really would have talked about. They cannibalize themselves. Disney, you remember I was on record last year saying that I think that the Big Ten West has some really good teams. I said, but I thought that they were all even and they were going to cannibalize themselves. And we all thought Illinois was going to climb and get there, right? And then what happened? They cannibalized themselves. They were all even to me.
I think the biggest issue for the Pac-12 that could come up in a scenario is if this year one loss Pac-12 champ is an automatic bid. Like their conference is very top heavy. That very good teams. Now, here is something that can fuck them up. What if USC is a one loss co-champion or whatever, like they're going to the championship game in a Pac-12, but they also take an L to Notre Dame out of conference. So you can have the potential of having 11-1 locked out, an 11-1 team that lost to USC, not make it to the Pac-12 championship, and USC can win that bitch with 2 L's if they take an L to Notre Dame. What do you do then?
You do what you did with TCU. They don't win the Pac-12 championship, but they only got one loss, right?
That's true. You
do what you do with TCU.
Yeah, I guess you could do that. Yeah.
I'll tell you who the another conference that could cannibalize themselves is the SEC. Let's talk about this. Could this possibly be the first year the SEC does not make the college football playoff?
Whoa. Hey, put this on a record, Diz.
Hey. I'm just saying, this could possibly be, and I'm going to explain why, right?
Bro,
we just said, hold on. I'm about to let me break this down, right? Because you just said no team in the SEC looks dominant. Georgia, Bama, no, LSU's already out. Texas A&M already lost to the U. I mean, so like you're counting on Georgia and Bama, maybe Ole Miss, right? But I think Ole Miss is going to take an L. And then you're talking about maybe a 1 or 2 loss SEC champion. And then let's say the ACC undefeated champ. Let's say the Big Ten might have a 1 loss or undefeated champ. Pac-12. And then the Big 12 got undefeated. SEC out.
I don't know.
Man, I just
don't
don't
understand
ever.
how
I
you
just
didn't
don't. I just
see
don't.
in this conversation.
We are going to find out. We are going to find out. But I'm saying
we're at a time where ESPN is down and out. This is the last year they have control over the playoff, and you think that they're gonna let an SEC champion not make the last time they can make the bread?
So they cooking the books, man. They cooking the books.
Absolutely.
The fix is in.
Yes, bro. They're not gonna not have a team.
Hey, we do know ESPN know how to call down in the replay booths and say, "Oh, that was not a fumble. That was not target." We know the SEC know how to do that. I mean, ESPN know how to do that.
Bro, SEC champ have 2 losses. They're gonna just talk about how deep the conference is because of Mizzou and Kentucky's and shit like that. Watch.
I can't believe they even in the conversation right now. Watch. But you see what they did last year in Alabama into the conference playoffs. So after
they need Texas A&M to be good. They need Ole Miss to keep winning. They just need like the top 3 on each side to keep winning, and then they can spin a narrative. I've seen it before.
Hold on,
I don't put shit past Disney.
In there, does
Disney.
Every top team in the SEC West have a loss?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, does Ole Miss have a loss? Ole Miss football. I'm gonna look that up.
They do.
Yeah.
Do.
See.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah. Hey, you already right there. LSU gone. They got 2 losses. Like you're right there on being out. Like you're counting on Georgia to go ahead and finish strong.
Bama Bama and them about to cancel each other out this weekend.
'Cause
One of
here's
them
my
not
thing.
making it.
Here's
One
my
of them
thing.
not
If
making
Bama
it.
takes a second L, right? If Bama takes a second L, but still makes what? The SEC championship, or if Ole Miss makes the SEC championship and they take a second L, or if they second L, and then they go into the SEC championship game, beat Georgia, what you gonna do? 'Cause I think I already said I think Georgia gonna catch one slipping during this season, and this week could possibly be it.
This
They
week
running
against
back is
Tennessee.
nasty.
I'm telling you, Tennessee might be the team this year.
Tennessee.
You know,
They 4-1. She thinking if they went out, they could do something before 2-something.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
That's what
We'll
she's
see
thinking.
if we went out.
That's what she's
That's
thinking.
what I'm hoping. That's
Hold
what
on.
I'm praying every
Shoot.
night. Look,
I'm just saying.
every night, bro. Every night.
Shoot. If Joe Milton couldn't win the Big Ten, well, how can he win the SEC? That's gonna tell me a lot if he can win
Not too
the
much.
SEC and not the Big Ten. That's gonna tell me a lot.
Oh, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy. They say Kentucky beats Georgia.
Hey, I mean, like I said, it's a trap game. I'm kind of excited to see this.
Kentucky beat Georgia, bro.
I'm never
That's
gonna
really
let the SEC.
That's gonna send alarms around college football, because Kentucky's really just a makeshift team full of Ohio boys. If you look at their roster, with a nigga from Youngstown, coaching that thing up. If you watch Kentucky, they look like a Big Ten team, don't they? The style of ball they play, don't they look like a little?
I mean, a piece of Ohio is sprinkled all over college football. You know what I'm saying?
They look like a Big Ten team to me, bro.
Yeah,
That's
you know
all
what
I'm
I'm
saying. The way they play ball, bro, is Big Ten ball, and that shit booming right now. So
even Bama got some sprinkles of Ohio in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they look like a Big Ten team.
Ole Miss beating UGA. Have no fear. All right, Chris, bro. That's
Hold
what I'm
on,
saying. They got a crossover. I'm saying, bro, you gonna cannibalize each other. Let's go. I'm here for this. College football 2023. Let's go, folks.
Yes. It's a crazy, crazy season. And it's only getting better. We in week 6. And speaking of, let's get into some watch list matchups. Hey, I know Mike was in Spaces earlier, right before the show, talking about this game. We got Maryland taking on Ohio State. Do you think this could be the week Ohio State drops the ball?
Go ahead, Cam.
You want me to go?
Cam?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cam.
All right. I was saying earlier, I was like, look, Maryland so far, they've been doing all right. I believe Talia is the leading passer in the Big Ten. They just played Indiana last week. It had 2 receivers over 120 yards. Talia had 5 touchdowns and over 350 yards passing. So, if this was the SEC, they would tell us this is a good tester for our secondary at Ohio State, right? And they would tell us that this is going to be a good matchup. Maryland will be ranked. It'll be a whole ordeal about is Ohio State's defense ready or not, because they got a veteran quarterback who's in year 5 or 6, and some athletes, and that defense. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to seeing a dominant performance, and this is another opportunity for us to show off what we could do as far as getting to the quarterback and giving everybody a preview of BIA and let them know that we back for real with another conference dub. So let's get to it. I got the Bucks.
Yeah, I definitely got Ohio State in this game. But I think that this game could either be a dogfight if Ryan Day does not get this offense humming. But I think, like Cam said, this is a test for our defense. But I do want y'all to realize something, right? Because I don't know if AP voters are watching the Fans Edge or what. But I told y'all, normally what the AP does is they'll rank one of these teams right before they play in Ohio State. And then once Ohio State beats them, they kick them out, right? They didn't even rank Maryland. They didn't even rank Maryland in the top 25 this year. And it could have something to do with their schedule. Beating a Michigan State team who's in turmoil because of the whole Mel Tucker stuff. You beat an Indiana team who we know has no offense, been trying to do read option, Navy style football in the shotgun. So, I mean, this is going to be like I told them in the spaces, like you said I was in. I told them this is going to be a test. It's going to be a test to see if Ohio State's secondary is really here and really showed up, if the Silver Bullets are back. Also, this is going to show if Kyle McCord can build off of what he did in that Notre Dame game in that last drive. So, could this game be a dogfight? Yes. Could Ohio State win by 2 touchdowns or more? Yes. We're going to find out.
I don't know, bro. I got a feeling that this is going to be a season where our defense is just going to be absolutely a buzzsaw at home, and I think that we about to just get weird on this on Maryland on defense, and it's just going to be one of them games. So you said what?
So Lil Tua throwing a pick.
Yeah, bro. I think it's going to be one. I think Lil Tua going to be running for his life. I think Lil Tua going to be,
He's one of the top efficient quarterbacks, isn't he?
Yeah, and he went off against us last year too, but we couldn't play man. And they like to do what they like to do. If we can play man, we can get. I think we can get home, and I think it can get ugly for them. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on, man. Because if we come out there in that press man and blitz them motherfuckers, bro, Charlie don't like that. That's not his style.
Yeah, it's not.
He want to hold the ball, create, and get a big play. So,
and I was talking to a Maryland fan about this because they understand this. Like when things don't go Lil Tua's way, Talia, he gets down on himself really fast. When I say it affects his game tremendously, it affects his game tremendously. Hopefully, that's something that maybe he's able to show the NFL that he's grown from, because I don't know if he getting a 7th year. You know what I'm saying? He done been in college. Dude done been down there at Bama when they was a national championship team. Now he up in at Maryland, man. Been there, been at Maryland. He set all the passing records at Maryland and all of this. But in my lifetime and in Ohio State's lifetime, Maryland has never beat Ohio State. So
that's true. They got the 16th ranked scoring defense this year. So I don't know. I feel like. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I froze a little bit. You think this is going to be a lopsided game?
I don't think it's going to be it can be. I just what I'm saying. It depends on I think if Jim Knowles comes out and really puts our DBs on the island, because we got to think about who Jim Knowles really is. Like Jim Knowles want to put motherfuckers on the island and sit in the house. If Jim Knowles feels like Denzel Burke, Jordan Hancock, and Aggie can do that against these wide receivers and they're successful, we're going to absolutely obliterate them. So yeah. I don't think they could block us consistently. So
and what I didn't mention was anytime we were in dogfights with Maryland, it was at their house.
Yeah, I don't know. At Maryland be going stupid on offense when we come there, bro.
Dumb stupid.
I don't know what's in the air over there, bro.
Like Haskins had to have a game.
Yeah,
like Haskins had to run the ball for the first time.
Yeah, we was in a blender there. And last year, shit, we needed Dallin Hayden, but whatever. He don't play this year, so
rumors is he redshirting. Yeah, if no injuries happen, he's redshirting. Is the rumors.
Alabama.
Okay, we'll see. I know just got done talking about the SEC, but Bama does play Texas A&M this weekend. I have a fear that Texas A&M could possibly capitalize off this weekend and walk away with the dub. I mean, Bama hasn't really showed too much or too impressive this season. So we'll see what happens with this matchup. Mike, what do you think on this? Could Texas A&M walk away?
This is definitely a must-watch game. Yeah, you could put Bama upset alert on this as well, man. Like we said, Bama
is it an upset?
Is it an upset? I mean, both teams are 1-1. Them lost one game, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, is it an upset? I mean, honestly, you could say these are two even match teams. I would say if Texas A&M QB did not get hurt, I'd probably guarantee the win at Texas A&M. But we don't know if the backup quarterback, like, is he gonna come out humming? Will this week look better for him? We don't know that. Also, you know, Bama just got issues on that, like still issues on that O-line. And I think Texas A&M, they was definitely giving Arkansas all they can handle. And Arkansas is normally known for having the trenches on the O-line and stuff like that, especially with the head coach, Sam Pittman, being an O-line coach. So, I mean, yeah, you can see Texas A&M feasting on Bama's O-line this week.
Cam, what's your thoughts on this matchup?
Man, Jalen Milroe last year, man, he was a problem for them on the ground in clutch situations. So, the thing about this game is Bama still got the roster that they got. So, like, they are capable of just having a random player pop off and just go crazy and win a game, kind of like what JTT did for us on the road against Penn State. So, like, that's what you got to worry about Bama. It's just somebody playing out their mind randomly, and it's just like, damn, we can't stop them. But Texas A&M got those same caliber of players, especially on the defensive line, which is the most important position, I think, in this game, because I don't think we're going to see prolific quarterback play out of either one of them. So who's going to be able to run that pill? Who's going to be able to control that line of scrimmage? Who's going to be able to get field goal range? Because we know they ain't kicking nowhere on either one of those teams. So I don't know. I think it's just going to come down to the trenches. And Alabama's O-line got them freshmen on there, but hey, they've been developing at a crazy rate. And Alabama got one of the best D-lines in college football. We already know they solidified. So if I had to choose, give me Alabama, man. I watched them get sexed up by Miami, bro. I can't give them no respect, bro. Until they do.
Hey, Grant said that Miami was a damn dominant team.
I watched Mario Cristobal
do
something to them, bro. Nick Saban, bro.
Dang. He said that you is fraudulent, man.
Nah, I ain't saying they fraudulent. I'm not saying they fraudulent. I'm saying if Miami can beat this team the way they did, I'm not betting against Nick Saban.
Well, it's early in the season, too, though. You know, they got a new OC. Things look like it's starting to jail because Bobby Petrino got sexual with Arkansas, man.
I don't want to hear that shit, bro.
Hey, my guy Terry said Miami
was more physical than them. Miami was taking the wood to them, bro. So it's like that's what Alabama want to do. You beat Alabama with the flair and the fancy passing game now, for real. Like we ain't really seen nobody just pound the rock and run on them, and that's what they're gonna do with this quarterback. So you want to play in the trenches with Bama in a big game? All right.
I'll tell you this: Texas A&M better be working on them fumble drills, picking them balls up, because Milroe had like 4 fumbles? No, I don't think they recovered for many of them. Like, bro, if they can capitalize off of turnovers, if they're able to make that happen again this year, it would be Texas A&M all day. Yeah, I mean, just because of the backup quarterback, I'm like, Cam, I feel like I had to pick Bama, but like I said, I think these teams are even.
I'm picking Bama because of Nick Saban. I think.
But Nick Saban picked the wrong coaches, though, Cam.
I know, but I'm just saying, especially after that bullshit that we saw against USF, I just think that they got a point to prove, and I think that they're gonna come out against A&M and play with their hair on fire.
Hopefully, their wide receivers can catch the ball this time.
Yeah, something like that.
Hopefully, Bama can walk away with at least one win in Texas this year. So we'll definitely see what happens this upcoming weekend. And for our last on the watch list, we got Notre Dame taking on Louisville. I think I'm gonna have to go with Notre Dame on this. I'm kind of becoming a Fighting Irish fan. I hate to say that, but
not too much.
We'll see. Don't come for me in the comments, but we'll definitely see. Cam, what you got on this game? Who you think will walk away?
I'm gonna go with Notre Dame. They came back. They went through that heartbreaking loss to us and a hard-fought game and a tough game and went back against another undefeated team that beat the absolute dog shit out of Clemson on the road and came back and won a close game after they just lost one. That just shows me that I think that they got some metal to them a little bit, and I don't think that Louisville got enough got enough weight on their behind to handle them boys for 4 years, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, well, talking about this game, I think when you're talking about common opponents that they've played, they both played North Carolina State. And North Carolina, Louisville only beat North Carolina State 13-10, and that was last week, right? You're talking about relatively early in the season, week 2, which was really week 3 for Notre Dame, but week 2 for college football. Notre Dame sexed up North Carolina State 45. They put 45 points on them, beat them by double digits, 45-24. But this is Notre Dame's 3rd straight night game, bro. And this was not something that Marcus Freeman was looking forward to. He's tired of the night game. I think he want to be on big noon kickoff for the rest of the year. But no, the game would be on ABC, 7:30 kickoff, man, and it's at Louisville. Like,
back-to-back road games.
Yeah, bro.
Undefeated opponent.
That's tough.
They're gonna play an opponent for 3 straight weeks that haven't lost.
That's tough. Yeah. I mean, honestly, Notre Dame, they have to go out rolling in this game because what I think you want to do is by the second half, by middle of the 3rd quarter, you need to be putting your backups in. You need to be telling your guys, hey, go ahead and get your rest because USC comes into town and it's going to be a track meet for everybody on there. Hopefully Notre Dame's conditioned because that following game that week, man, Notre Dame better blow Louisville out the water so that they can go ahead start watching film while they're on the sideline on USC. Because that defense really going to be tested. If you thought Ohio State was struggling on offense, Caleb Williams got the legs to make y'all struggle on defense. So
get ready to score every possession on that for sure.
Definitely.
We had in the comments, somebody asked, "What's up with Michigan?" They said,
"What's up with them?
What's up with Michigan? What's up with them?" They said,
"Man, listen,
so bad."
my first take with Michigan, I was wrong. I thought that Nebraska would have some type of like metal or ability to play with them a little bit, and I was proven wrong on that. But they're going to go on a stretch of 3 road games in 4 weeks, and they got to go to Minnesota, and they got to go to Michigan State, and they got a home game against Indiana in that time frame. So we're gonna see, bro. But you're right. Penn State, Maryland, back to back. Now Maryland looking like they're a good team. And Maryland almost beat them last year, too. People forget that shit. They had that opening kickoff that they fumbled into the end zone and ended up winning 24-17. So I don't know, bro. We're gonna see. But the thing for Michigan is did they really figure out the issues they was having on the O-line with the push? Because you listen to their fans, they're gonna say that they feel like everything's well, they're playing well, but I mean, they don't look the same as they did last year, Mike. I don't see the same push. I'm hearing that they got different issues about who they want to play at right tackle, left tackle. But Nebraska just seemed like they was overwhelmed. They was just out coached. It was just one of them games.
Yeah.
But
Nebraska just being Nebraska, man. Honestly, yeah. They definitely thumped Nebraska. That team up north has been putting up 30 or more points in every game that they've played. But you're talking about teams like East Carolina, UNLV, who got a win against the SEC team. You're talking about Bowling Green, Rutgers. So, I mean, like Cam said, the non-con hasn't given us much to even really fully diagnose this team, and then all of the tough games where we're actually going to know what they are don't even start until November 11th. So if anybody like they got the best schedule in the world to me, because like what I say, you want to be playing your best football in November, and that's when the meat of your schedule is the hardest game of your schedule. So we'll see, man. They go into Minnesota. I see them, I guess, getting the dub.
Yep. They said it's gonna be a dogfight in Minnesota.
I mean,
that's the one I circled. That's the one I circled.
We gonna see. I mean, hey, shoot, hey, they pull them oars out and get to rowing that boat. We gonna find out.
We definitely go find out. And if EG was here, you know, I'm gonna have to say something for him. He would say how cupcake and soft y'all schedules are in the Big Ten.
Shit, I see a cupcake schedule. His team can't even win in. So just saying,
they're struggling this year.
Back to back losses to Texas A&M. Man. One by a field goal, one Bobby Petrino again sexual. Man, he was treating y'all like that co-ed he had on his motorcycle.
That Bobby Petrino relationship is tough, bro. We gotta love
that shit so ass. I don't even want to comment.
Why he got so
and his
goddamn
teams. I don't even want to comment about Arkansas. Oh my god, it's so ass.
Hey, listen to me when I was at that tailgate, bro.
That's so ass, bro.
Nobody was watching the game. Everybody was drinking and playing bag. Nobody was watching the game. Especially by halftime, man. It was a wrap, bro.
They knew it was up. All right, let's get to the main event. So we got the Texas Longhorn taking on Oklahoma Sooners in the Red River rivalry in Dallas this Saturday. Per ESPN, they got Oklahoma over Texas.
Yes, sir.
I got this today. I got this today on ESPN.
Yes, sir. I got Oklahoma too. I got Oklahoma too. I got Oklahoma too. I got Oklahoma
what do you see
too.
in Oklahoma? What do you see in Oklahoma and how they're gonna beat Quinn Ewers this upcoming weekend? What do you see that I'm missing? Because I'm missing something.
I'm missing something, dude.
I mean, Oklahoma is what? How many teams right now have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense? Oh, wait.
That's a good question.
You said how many teams or who?
How many teams have a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense?
3.
Okay, so Oklahoma is one of those
Texas,
companies.
but Texas is right with them.
Texas is with Oklahoma with the offense and the defense.
Offense and defense. Is Texas not top ranked in?
But what about scoring offense? Where's Texas?
Oh, see, you ain't say. I ain't hear you say scoring.
My bad.
I like Texas.
My bad. I fucked up. I look at the scoring offense because points is how you win games. Like who's putting the ball in the end zone, and Oklahoma's doing that at a higher clip than Texas is so far this year. So that's that. And their defense is also in the top 10 for scoring. So we'll see, bro. I just think they got a quarterback that's got a little bit of game running. He looked like shit against Cincinnati, but that's just because he went up to some real soil and played a real playing in Ohio. And niggas didn't know how to handle all that real nigga air they was breathing. And they you know what I'm saying? And they played the way they did, bro. That's what happened when you come to the That's why I don't come up. That's why I don't come up north. You know what I'm saying?
Don't come up north. You
know
right.
what I'm saying? Ranked team might lose to Cincinnati or some shit. On some woozy shit. But I don't know. I think Anthony Andrew, Anthony, I'm sorry, is the transfer from Michigan. I think that he's dynamic enough to stretch the field with some of those DBs. Dylan Gabriel he's a very, very, very seasoned quarterback. That I think that is gonna be able to limit the mistakes that they need. I don't know, man. I just know it's a combination of me seeing Texas play this year and seeing that they have that ability to go on those stalls and be very bland, and me just believing in that Oklahoma's balance as far as offense and defense, I think, is greater. So I don't know. I just think that Brent Venables goes and gets the dub, and we get our annual Texas egg, and college football goes back to normal.
Yeah, I think that Texas is not sleeping on OU. You know, is it going to be the 49-0 that it was last year? Woo! No, it's not. I do think that OU will put up points. They didn't have their boy Dylan Gabriel last year for that game, but still, you shouldn't allow no team to put up 49 points. Sark's matchup. He's a matchup king, bro. Like, he finds the mismatches and he exploits them, which I believe that Brett Venables always has in his defense. I literally watched, like Cam said, Alabama has a really good defense. They still got the boss horses over there. I just think that Texas went up against a better defense. OU has not went up against a better defense yet. I don't think so, or to that caliber yet. So I'm going to have to give it to Texas, man. I mean, the only time I seen them kind of stall out was the Wyoming game when they were rotating or whatever. But, I mean, they got sexual against Bama. They got sexual last week against Kansas Jayhawks, man. Them boys got to sit out and rest. Them boys about to come out and smash OU, man. OU ain't ready for this, man. I'll definitely be checking for this game.
Man, listen. I need OU to win because I want Texas.
You gotta bet. No, you gotta bet.
No. I don't gotta bet. I don't got nothing. I just know that Texas boys be chirping, and they've been in the Big 12 for 28 years now and have 3 conference championships. So I want OU and their normal OU fashion to beat their ass and go get another Big 12 championship to humble Texas as they go into the SEC, and they forever have to live with that they came in that bitch losing to OU, and they're going to leave that bitch losing to OU because they deserve nothing in Austin, bro. They deserve nothing. They a layaway blue blood. A layaway blue blood, barely a blue blood. And on the record, barely. So,
wow.
Damn,
man.
the on the lane blue blood is crazy. Disney, make sure you clip that up.
I'm definitely.
That's like at the 52-minute mark.
But nah, man, they're just always trolling.
Well, yeah, Cam, what you were saying on a little bit on offense, you know, Dylan Gabriel and Cam Ewers are kind of neck and neck. 15 touchdowns for Dylan Gabriel, 10 for Quinn, but Dylan Gabriel has more passing yards over Quinn Ewers. But if you look at the schedule, Oklahoma hasn't really played anyone.
Texas is more dynamic.
Ding, ding, ding,
you know what I'm saying?
ding.
Texas is more dynamic. They're more tested. I mean, on paper, they're supposed to be Oklahoma if they're a national championship playoff team. I just want OU to beat them, and I think OU can beat them, but they're gonna have to play a perfect game. I think Texas, they just need to come out with their B+ game, and
I figured out the difference. I'm about to tell y'all what the difference is, right? So when you look at Texas' schedule, right, they've actually played Big 12 opponents. I'm talking about people who have been recruiting on a Power 5 level for multiple years. When I go and I look at Oklahoma's or whatever, they played Arkansas State. Screw that. You play SMU, who just got in the conference, and then you play Cincinnati, who just got in the conference. So I think that, and like I said, when these teams come in, they're not going to do much because and the game could be kind of even at the half, right? But the depth is going to wear down. And I'm not sure that these teams can even make it through a whole Power 5 season right now. So I think Oklahoma looks a little bit more inflated. Even playing SMU, only beating them 28-11.
Yep.
Like only putting up, like, come on, man. Like I think that they got to do better. Now the Iowa State has not had an offense for the past 5 years. So this is gonna be Oklahoma's test. If they do what they do, then Cam right. But y'all remember in the beginning of the season, or before the season, I put Texas as my top team.
Man, this is the Red River Shootout, man. It should be acting weird in there, bro.
It do.
Like you gotta think, like Texas was beating the shit out of Oklahoma, then Caleb Williams comes out of nowhere and does anything. Like, bro, we don't know what to expect in that stadium. The energy is just very weird. It's very unique to college football. That game is always a crapshoot. Like, you don't know who's going to come out hot and who's going to do what. So,
what time is Ohio State game? What time is Ohio State game? Is it at noon too?
We're on Peacock, bro.
Bro, we both playing at noon.
Oh, Fox. We're on Fox. We're on Fox.
Yeah, we're on Fox at noon, and they're on ABC. I was about to say I was gonna drive down there because you know it's right here in Dallas. I was gonna go ahead and get some content.
Y'all got it's a festival, ain't it? It's a
fair.
Yeah, it's a state fair. Yeah, I was gonna go down there, get some content, and come back.
I know that state fair be going crazy. What y'all be eating in that motherfucking?
Honestly, I might still do it. I might,
bro. You should go. I went last year. It wasn't the game to be.
Stream it on Peacock. Stream it on Peacock.
We on Peacock for another game, a Purdue game or something like that.
Oh, you got Fox then. You're good.
Yeah. I'm saying what I think I'm going to do is go down there early for like the tailgating and stuff, and then probably leave there at like 11. And probably because college, probably leave there at like 11, and then I'll be back home. Well, no, I can't do that at 11. Leave at 10, and then I'll be back home in time for the game at 11.
Yep.
So.
It's a madhouse down there.
Central time is what I'm on, y'all.
It's going on through the fair. I went there last year. It wasn't the game to be at because Oklahoma did get blew out, but still, that environment is crazy.
Weren't you in a Sooner jersey?
Nah, this is a Bama.
She got a Bama jersey for sure, but I think she had her Sooner jersey out.
Hold on, you a Tennessee fan with a Bama jersey?
No, she got family that play for Bama.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which I will be. We gonna get some content. I will be at the Bama Arkansas game next week. So we'll see how that works out. We hopefully Arkansas comes in and at least scores a couple of touchdowns, but we'll see.
Psych.
But I'll definitely be at that game getting some content for that as well. But yeah. That's pretty much it. Y'all got anything in the comments for us that we missed? Are y'all excited to see anything this week that we missed a team or?
Shoot, somebody called you out. They said, yeah, she was. Yeah. You got caught in 4K. Hey, you caught in 4K. Right. There is something in the comments because my boy C-Ball, shout out to my guy C-Ball, said F Manny Diaz season. Now, Manny Diaz said something interesting when he was getting interviewed. And because he said, someone asked him about the Ohio State game, which I thought he would just say, it's now, we'll talk about that or whatever, when it's that time. But that's not what he said. He said he got very strong feelings. And for right now, he's going to keep them to himself. And it's like, bro, don't be no pussy, man. Say that shit, man. Damn, you telling me Lou Holtz got more balls than you? And them shriveled up? Pause. Like, come on, bro. What you think about your boy Manny Diaz, man?
Manny Diaz is overly scrutinized from hating ass Miami fans that claim that he was the reason why their team was ass, even though he was there before the NIL era and had them at 7-5, and then Mario Cristobal came in and had them at 5-7, and now they're throwing money behind Mario Cristobal and I think he the savior when the whole time Manny Diaz could have did something over there. But that's another story.
And they didn't throw him money.
They didn't throw him money. He was before the NIL era. He didn't have all the facilities getting built. He didn't have all the support. He didn't have all of that. So, but they want to put Mario on a pedestal because he's alumni. I get it. That's how it works. But Manny Diaz, he got Penn State defense looking okay. It's going to be 2 straight years where they get cornerbacks, get some DBs going in the secondary. I think they have possibly the best speed rusher in the Big Ten, and Chop Robinson. We'll see. But the biggest black eye on his resume is what the fuck was he scheming up against Michigan last year? Like that was like nigga had like 6 people in a box against 12 personnel. I'm like, bro, what is going on? And he did it for 4 quarters. So that was one of the blemishes. I'm like, okay, we'll see. But yeah, man. Manny Diaz. I mean, and I feel C-Ball, he want to say fuck Manny Diaz, but what the fuck is he supposed to say? You know what I'm saying? Like, supposed to say I'm scared of Ohio State or I'm this and that.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's supposed to say focus on the we are focused on our opponent this week.
Nah, he made it be no.
Here's my thing.
We looking ahead to Ohio State.
Yeah, keep looking ahead too. I hope they keep looking ahead too. I remember when we looked ahead, Urban Meyer lost to Purdue.
Iowa too.
I remember looking ahead.
Are they on a bye week this week?
Oh, they in a bye week?
Yeah, I think so. Yo.
I
think so.
Dang.
Yep.
They in a bye week this week. Who they got before us? Because we play them in 2 weeks after this game. 3 weeks now. So
yeah.
Who do they have before us?
Oh, they got a cupcake.
UMass, yes, it's a
UMass.
Yeah. They pulled a SEC.
Yes, they did.
They pulled a SEC.
But to be honest though, Cam, I'm not mad at them. If the SEC can get away with it and keep being ranked what they doing it, they should do it too.
We get that Oregon and Washington next week. That's gonna be a banger. It's at 3:30 though on ABC.
Yeah, next week is gonna have some crazy matchups. I'm really looking forward to the week.
Miami at North Carolina. Yeah, but cool.
Yeah,
that's all I got for y'all, man.
Yeah,
that's all we got for week 6. But while
appreciate y'all pulling up, man.
Oh, let me tell y'all. Like I said, every Saturday, make sure you are here every morning. What is it? It is 9:00 Eastern time. Make sure you're here. We do our own pregame shows for college football. Also, Monday through Friday, you got Buckeye Roast every morning at 8 a.m. Do not miss that. You got the flagship show of Best Damn Media. Every Sunday, you got me, Cam, Ryan, your boy Q on there. Every Sunday at, what's that, Cam? 10
a.m. Buckeye BS.
10 a.m. in the morning, man. So, and then catch me and Cam on Ohio State Voice of College Football for the Ohio State postgame show. And you can catch Ron on Bleacher Report as well. Actually, Ron's on Bleacher Report all week long. So if you ain't got the Ohio State tab on Bleacher Report, get it. Download it. Click it now because he got videos and content.
Put the noties on.
And while you out there clicking, go ahead and click like and subscribe to this video right now while we have you here. Please do. And like Mike said, y'all, Best Damn Media is coming to y'all with content all week. And before we leave, Cam, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Twitter. I know things 19.
Mike, what about you? Where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at 216_wildboy.
And as for myself, you can find me everywhere at Walt K Disney. Go ahead and slide in them DMs with suggestions. And if you want to be on the show, go ahead and let us know. We are always welcome to have you. So, and then with that, y'all got anything else?
We out.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
All right.